For training today, I wanted to just do a little bit of an update on Family Search. There's been a few changes, and in case you haven't been on in a while, I just wanted you to be aware of these. So, first off, I wanted to just show you this little What's New tab. This has been here, but I just wanted to remind you that you can click on this and find out what's new. It's a blog that the Family Church puts up. And so if you click on that, I'm going to go ahead. This page will come up, and this shows you the different blogs that they've put up, like Top Rated Family Search Training is available online. And what this is for those of you that have been doing family history for quite a while, it's a sandbox that lets you just play with the tree without working on your own tree. So if you feel like you're going to mess it up, you can go ahead and use this sandbox, it's called. And this is really good, so I would encourage you to look at that if you're not familiar with that. You'll really learn the tree. The guy who did it did a great job. And then April 2015, Teach Yourself and Others new online training now available. So that would be good to check out too. This next one is great, how to exchange details between ancestry and family tree. If you have any questions about that, look into that article and see, and hopefully that'll help you. I really like this one, 3 ways to unravel the mysteries of women in your family tree. You know, a lot of times it's really hard to find a marriage record, and if you can't find a marriage record, sometimes you just can't follow the women. So this might give you some really good hints on that. And the last one I'm just going to mention is how to start your Find My Past tree. So there are various blogs, posts that you can look at. So just wanted to make you aware that anytime you're coming in and you think, oh, I wonder what's new with Family Search, you can click on that to see if what they've done. They don't necessarily put the updates that they've made changes to, but they do various interesting and probably very helpful, useful blogs. So let's go ahead and go back. I wanted to show you that. Okay, the next thing I wanted to show you is that I really like this view. For if you haven't been out in a while, this is the new landscape view, which you can have your, the pictures come up, the marriage comes up right here, and the names of the direct lines. So I really like that. And also you'll see that they have these little brown square things, and what this is if that there's a records that might be available that you can attach. And so as you can see, I haven't really done some of these, and I probably will do that. I've just been kind of waiting since I've done so much research myself. I thought it'd be fun for other people to come look at that and attach them. So, but I want to show you, so they have that, the records is what that is. And I was just going to show you how they also have the other things. This is record suggestions right here is the blue. And then this one is temple too. If there's some temple work, like I think the orange means it's printed. I have to go look at the legend again. But there's also, so it comes up with these items, and let me show you. This is the legend right up here, and if you click on that, so the temple's request ordinances, the brown box is the record hints, the blue box is the research suggestions, and the red with the little exclamation point is the data problems. And this also shows you, right now I've selected to have the portraits. If you don't want the portrait pictures, you can take that off right there. See how that goes away. If you don't want the marriages to show up, you can take that off. You can also invert the colors. So you can just have, if you like that better. I think this would be nice when at nighttime too, that you can have that and it wouldn't be glaring at you at night. So you can change that back, add the marriages, the portraits. So wanted to show you that because you can change and show different things. These blocks here, the request ordinances, record hints, and those things, those actually they came up, they do still come up actually when you're doing the descendancy research, but I really like that they've put them up here now. So so that you can look at those. And if you click on them like I did right here, this blue one, it says research suggestions, no sources are attached. So that would be telling you, go in and get those goes attached. And like I said, I wanted some of my family members to do those, so I haven't done all those yet. So that's what's new here on the first page. And then you've got your other views up here besides the landscape. You know, this is the view portraits, the fan, and also the descendants there. So I wanted to show you that because I think that's really nice with those new hints and suggestions. And then I wanted to show you too down here. I don't know if you've noticed this. There's this little light bulb. And if you click on that light bulb, it shows you the table of contents for this page. So some tree tips. So if you click on the temple work, it tells you about the green and the blue and the orange. And then you can click. And this actually has a little video. I don't think there's any sound, but it goes through and kind of tells you a little bit really quick. So the orange that I was told about at the first means that information is needed before ordinance can be done. And, you know, as you go to the temple ordinances, you can see what each of these colors means too. So this just explains this page. And, you know, like here's the record hints. It tells you about the record hints that it's in the brown. If you go on this back button up here by tree tips, and then this has the research suggestions and the data problems. So that's that little exclamation mark. If I just close that, it always actually stays down here in the right hand corner. I guess it's little tips. It's not exclamation point. It's light bulb for tips. So that is on that page, and that's pretty new. I hadn't noticed that. Let's see, another thing I wanted to show you on a person page. I'm going to go over here to John Pope, and I'm going to go to his person page. And what they've added to these, if you haven't been on recently, is this View My Relationship. And so you can just click on that, and it shows how I'm related to him. And I'm down here because it's through my mother's side. So this is me, my mom, her mom's mom, and then this John P. Pope. So that's how I'm related to him. So I like that feature that it does, that you can see your relationship to most individuals right here. Okay, another thing I want to show is, as probably many of you know, if you're trying to, on the temple work, recently this came up, how the reservation policy for the United States of America and Canada. So temple ordinance reservations, printed requests for ordinances, and printed temple cards are valid for 2 years from the date the ordinances were reserved. And you can click here to learn more about that. I know the temple is just really trying to get individuals to do the work, and so if you have a lot that you need to do, you might even, a suggestion is to go ahead and share some with the temple so that other people can be doing them. And then also, let me show you, if I were to click here, I'm going to click here on the ones that aren't printed. And then if I were to click on this is going to select everybody. If I click on this left-hand side, so I'm clicking on that, I can print them right here. I can share them with the temple right here. And let me show you about this. If you want to share with the temple, you can just have them do the baptisms and confirmations, and then you can do the other ordinances yourself or give them to your family, whichever ones you want to do or not to do. So that's really nice. And then, see, I think if I go back on the back button, it kicks me out. I was doing this earlier and I couldn't figure out how to get back. But I wanted to show you one more thing under the temple too, is that you can actually share them with family members. And I wanted to show you how to do that really quick. That's been on for a while, but wanted to show you that's not too hard either. Okay, so let me see if I can. Okay, so right here I can share with family members. It looks like to me when you share them, it's going to share the whole cards. And so if you shared this with the temple, the baptism and confirmation, then the other 3 would come up. So it lets you share. It won't let you pick here, so you'd have to actually have some of the work done and then maybe give them the others. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that on the temple. And the last thing I wanted to show you, that if you're going to add stories, this comes up a little bit different than it did. So here I've clicked on stories. And so if I add a new story, this is just a little bit different look. You can attach a photo and then add a title and the story right there. And if you add the story, let me see if I can look at one of those that I already have. Let me go on the back button. You can always, if you don't add the photo right at first, you can always go back in. So let me click on this story. Okay, so here is an obituary, and I've already got it tagged to my William P. Grobe. But if I do have a picture, I can just click Edit Obituary, and then I can attach the photo right there. So you can always go in and attach a photo later. Well, I think that's it for today. Let me know if you have other things that you've seen that you really like or things that you need help with, and let me know if you have any suggestions. And I hope you have a great day.